This next question from Kathy. My pool is closed for a month for repairs. I know how frustrating that can be. I do have access to open water, lucky for you. Do you do swimming drills, etc., in open water lakes? And how do you measure distance, Wendy? That's a tough one.
Yeah, so I mean personally whenever I go for lake swims, it's more for recovery, getting used to sighting, which is a drill. I mean, I have sighting drills and just kind of getting comfortable whether I'm wearing my wetsuit or not in open water. And again, when I'm in that race specificity phase, I actually will take a structured pool workout and try to do it outdoors because I want to make sure I'm putting in the intensity in a lake like I would in a pool. I'm such a pool swimmer. I've been a swimmer for my whole life. What I often suggest for athletes I coach to keep track of distance is more or less a stroke count. So if you know it takes you 20 or 25 strokes to swim 25 meters, then you do that outside. You take 25 strokes and you know you've gone about 25 meters. I also can rely on the Garmin, the GPS, but I find that in open water, it has not been accurate for me. And I don't want to be looking at my watch. That's just not something I do in the pool. I don't look at my watch. I don't want to be looking at my watch in open water. But I know some athletes will do that. I also know that where I swim now at Red Top Mountain State Park is I know the distance from one end to the other, either direction. And so I have an idea if I swim from the starting point to the dock, that's roughly 300. If I swim from the starting point right across, that's roughly 150 meters or yards. It doesn't matter to me. So I kind of have an idea based on the course. But I really think it's important, and I think athletes lack what I used to lack, is putting in intensity when they do open water, putting in race-specific intensity. Now, another example is I coach a lot of athletes in Colorado, so I know the venues that they swim in open water wise. And one venue is they have a 400-meter loop. So when I structure their plan, I'll tell them to do, a 400 warm up. And then I'll tell them to do a half a lap hard, half a lap easy, 1 lap hard, half a lap easy, 2 laps hard, half a lap easy. So I have an idea that 1 lap equals 400. So I'm able to structure. And then I tell them if rain happens, or you can't get in open water, well, here's your structured workout. You just take it to the pool. Or you can take any structured workout in the pool, and if you have the opportunity, take it in open water and just count your strokes. So if it says 100 meters, do 100 strokes.
Is that the Boulder Reservoir, or is it a different place?
Union Reservoir. Boulder Reservoir has usually a 750 meter course laid out on Thursdays called the Stroke and Stride. And then Union Reservoir, every twice a week, I think they have a 400 meter course laid out that swimmers can go in at Union, which is in Longmont, which is, like 30 minutes from Boulder.
So the big buoys out there? Mm-hmm. Now, do you have, and what do you suggest for people in terms of safety and visibility? Don't people have like a flag that they can float behind them so people are visible when they swim out in these open water lakes?
Buoys. I have a buoy. I don't remember the exact name, but okay. I think it's I know Blue 70 makes those buoys that you can tie around your waist and it kind of just drags along your side. Mm-hmm. Orca does, as well as other companies. And actually in these buoys, they have a zipper pocket that you can store like your keys or valuables. Yeah. And I read in a Facebook group, some people put their pull buoy and hand paddles and fins in their flotation buoy. So when they're out in the open water, and if they want to put on their pull buoy or paddles or fins, they just open up the zipper of their buoy or their storage area of this flotation buoy that's providing safety for them, and they use those tools in open water, which I thought was a great idea.
And you're talking about intensity, and I was also thinking about, well, if you are doing these intensity or these hard efforts within your open water swimming, that there's really no place to stop and break unless you are going to a point where you can touch the wall or something like that. So having, whether it's these core shorts or some sort of mini wetsuit on, or the pull buoy to keep your flotation, you keep your body up because you're going to get tired. You don't want to sink. What are your suggestions for that?
If you wanted to do like 10 100s with 20 seconds rest, I'd say, do 100 strokes. Oh. I would say don't necessarily stop, but do like 100 strokes hard, and then do, or then maybe do like for 20 seconds rest, maybe do 20 strokes really, really easy. And that's your rest.
Okay.
100 strokes hard, 20 strokes easy. That would mimic 100-meter hard, 20 seconds recovery. Or if you are wearing a wetsuit and you just want to rest, you rest on top, you kind of lay on top of that safety buoy that's behind you, and your wetsuit's going to help keep you vertical and keep you afloat. That's also another option.
You can also lay on your back with a wetsuit on and just kind of float.
Yeah.
Yeah.